All right, so I've got Kenworth W900 here with the triple rear axles. I've also got a custom reefer trailer that has spread axles in the rear. I'll link the mod in the description. I'm also running a couple of different mods. As you can see, the UPS symbol in the back. I'm running the Real Companies mod as well. Um, and so we're taking a load of TVs from Los Angeles to Primm, Nevada. I'm just running a light load here, real short, so I could get used to the new Track IR setup I have here. It's pretty tricky to kind of get used to because it kind of fidgets a lot, and the program itself is kind of intricate, as you can do a lot of customizations and tweaking to your liking. So I just basically used a setup from Squirrel. He has a download you could use for a trucking profile that he uses when he drives. So I use that for myself here, um, because, like I said, that program is pretty intricate. So we're just going to get started here. I've already picked up the cargo of TVs here, and we're just going to get on the road and we're just going to ride and see how it goes. So let's get it. So again, with this custom reefer trailer with the spread axles here, it really allows you to get into some intricate places just because that first axle is so far up um, on the trailer here. So we're just going to turn out of here and we are going to get started. Um, when I run convoys, I typically like to ride pedal to the metal, but I think I'm going to take it easy here and follow the road rules and everything like that. So I'm going to ride it and take it nice and easy. By the way, I'm running a Fanatec direct drive wheelbase. Basically allows me to get up to 2180 degrees rotation. So I have three full rotations in either direction to kind of give me the most realistic experience. I've got a 18-inch wheel on here as well. Um, so really kind of try to give it much realism as possible. I've got some stream decks here that basically work for various buttons and kind of works as a display as well, like for your instrument panel. And I've got a sim panel button box over here on my tablet here. I'm running the telemetry server basically so I can get real time map updates and things like that right here. Since I'm not able to too much see, since I do have my field of view set to 45 degrees, I can quick glance here to get my map data and things like that. So it's basically what my setup looks like here. I do have the speed limits set to the car limits. So on the highway, the speed limit will get up to 75, sometimes 80 because I am running that. I'm also running the engine pack, so I do have the 1088 engine on here as well. Um, and I'm running an 18-speed transmission with the retarder. So I'll be using that retarder and I'll definitely be using that engine brake because this engine definitely flies. Still working on some of my setup, so I'll be um, once I'm tweaking and finish working on my setup, I'll be giving you guys like a tour of everything, and I'll be linking everything in the description so you guys could access those things as well. So again, a little thing with the telemetry data, it does not update um, with navigation. Um, Truck Simulator has not, I guess, provided them with that yet for you to utilize the the map data. So all it shows you is the map and your location on the map. It won't give you like necessarily details of your turn by turn directions and things like that. But of course, if you have the navigation voice activated, they're going to let you know when you need to turn and do things like that anyway. So for me, that's not really too much of a big deal. And of course, with the track IR, it makes it really easy just to glance down at the navigation there. Speaking of which, I definitely need to get back in the left lane. Um, so that kind of helps. Definitely don't have to fidget too much with the buttons here. I do have both my truck axle and my trailer axle lifted. I usually lift them in the city so that it makes it easy for me to maneuver around in the city when I get on the highway. I typically go ahead and drop those axles as I'll be going straight, giving myself a little bit more traction and allowing me to kind of keep up with what I'm doing. Wow, that sucks, you know. And that's one of those things that, you know, with the track R setup, getting used to, looking, I'm looking down here, but because I'm looking down here, it also turns my camera, kind of getting used to that um, spatially, right? And not necessarily turning your head to look at some things, but just glancing an eye so that it doesn't turn you away from the road. So I'm kind of getting used to that now, which is why I'm doing this quick little run here so that I can, when I get in convoy, I'm not tearing up too much stuff. So I'm gonna make this turn here, kind of turn a little wide so I don't hit the rear of that trailer. I'm gonna keep going around here. So we're watching the rear there. We got 30 through here, so slow down just a little bit. I said I am gonna try to do my best of doing the speed limit. I don't typically drive the speed limit in real life myself anyway, so I'll try to do my best to refrain from wanting to speed too much. Come around the curve here, kind of keep it wide. Definitely use a nice cold Sprite right now. Yeah, 30 is really dragging through here. Good opportunity to hit that engine brake a little bit as we kind of slow down, take down the window. Engine brake on this 1080 engine, 1088 engine really sounds good. So that allows us to kind of hear what that sounds like through here. Take this one wide. Got a truck coming up here. Back over. Just about ready to get on the highway. So once I get ready to get on the highway and open the engine up, drop those axles, I'm gonna roll that window back up. It will get loud. Coming through here, make sure we don't catch anything on that back end and kind of swing this corner here. Looking good back there on the trailer. Let's roll this window back up. On this, he's gonna let us over. Have to put our foot down here and let us over. Alright. Alright, I'm going to drop those two axles. Alrighty, and we got those dropped. So I don't think I'm gonna run cruise control. I think I'm just going to just drive it. We got to exit right here. And of course, right off the bat, we've got a detour. So we're gonna keep moving and see where it takes us. Get over here. Let's see what we got. All right, it's telling us to get off here. So we're gonna get off here.
Stay right and then exit right. Exit right.
And we're moving pretty good too. We're running 75, so we're moving pretty good.
Turn left.
I'm gonna turn right here. So let's see what we got. I'll hop back on here. Hit I-10 going back west and kind of cut across that way. Hopefully this is not one of those exits where it's blocked from both directions. Those suck because then you really have to go in and kind of navigate your way around that situation. So hopefully this is one of those one-way exit issues that we can kind of mitigate by going around and catching it from the other side. So
Stay left.
they're running the double McDonald's trailer. That's interesting.
Then exit right.
That's a first. I haven't seen that one yet.
Exit right.
All right, so we look like this exit's gonna be good here. So come around this corner here, and then we should be able to hit the road and start making some progress. So let's see. You see this um, information screen at the top? That's the Yara, yet another route advisor. Um, yeah, these trucks are really crawling. Fortunately, I got this 1088 engine, so definitely when we're coming downhill, I'm going to hit that engine brake. Sometimes I hit the engine brake and I hit the retarder. These trucks are heavy, so we're coming downhill now. Even though the speed limit's 70, usually through these curvy roads, I tend to go ahead and lift those axles. Um, Better maneuverability. That triple rear axle on the truck makes it really hard to take these curves at speed. You definitely start sliding and going straight. So I like to lift that axle. In fact, um, even when I run the double axle in the rear, I tend to get the trucks that have the liftable axle as well. That way I can lift one of those axles and get even less tires on the ground because you can maneuver very well when you only have two axles in the rear, as opposed to having three if you have a liftable axle. Alright, so that seems like it's going to straighten out here, so I'm going to go ahead and drop those axles again. As you see, we're already up to 80. We're moving pretty good. So let me just take my foot off the gas and kind of let it coast because we are going
Stay
downhill.
left.
Get over in this third lane. Um, Coming up on this truck here, so and I'm going to hit that engine brake
Stay left.
and the retarder. They're doing way under the speed limit. Thank you for moving over an 8. They cut that car off pretty good anyways. Let's get back up to 70 here. I am also running the realistic traffic mod, so I'm sure that plays a part in
Stay
traffic
right.
doing a little bit better. Because as you know, ATS traffic is abysmal. They will do a little bit of anything. You'll have a semi truck doing 35 in the left lane. Um, then you'll have cars that'll ride beside other cars going slow. And then just as soon as you try to switch lanes and go around them, they pick up speed and shoot off like a rocket, right? Which is pretty realistic, but it's also pretty annoying. So I do have this mod running um, to kind of help out with the traffic as well. So we're kind of moving through here now. Um, I said I am getting used to this new track IR here. Um, it is definitely a learning curve because you move. Sometimes you barely move your head, nothing happens, and it feels like sometimes you barely move your head, and it's turning crazy. So I am kind of getting myself accustomed to this and wanting to look down, but having to resist that urge primarily because when I do look down, it's basically me taking my eyes off the road, which is definitely realistic, but uh, it's definitely different from when you're driving a car. Definitely when you move your head in a real car, it's definitely not moving this much. Um, so again, like I said, it's all dependent upon how um, you can tweak this to your liking. As I get to learn this a little bit more, I'll definitely tweak this. But right now, I'm just using squirrels uh, settings just because I really didn't know where to start with this, so I just kind of just used somebody else's. And of course, as I learn a little bit more, I'll start to tweak it. And once I find something that I feel like works pretty good, I'll share it with you guys. But I'll give you the link to Squirrel's settings just in case you're getting it for the first time and kind of want to test it out. There's two ways you can mount this Trek IR. You can sit it like on a headset, like side view, and then there's one for hats where you can kind of sit it on the top, and it picks it up either way. So I usually wear my headphones just for the sound and listening. Um, so I am using the side setup. I can't remember exactly what the names of the two were. I can show you guys that in the separate video I create when I go over my setup. Um, but yep, so just getting used to that. Like I said, we got this issue here with the fire truck riding beside them running this short flatbed trailer. Sucks. They need to get out of the way so I can go. Like I said, if I'm running in convoys, I'd usually hit the E lane and take off, but I am gonna just roll kind of easy, especially because, like I said, I'm getting used to this new track R. I'm gonna just roll kind of easy on this one. Um, but later in my next live stream, when I run convoys with some of my buddies, we definitely gonna put the hammer down because that's the only way we know how to ride. I mean, we take the E lane, especially with these 1088 engines, we usually running about 90 to 100 the entire time. Only thing we know is pedal to the metal. That's it. That's why I say it's hard for me to try to even not speed right now. I feel like I'm moving backwards. I'm going so slow, but I'm really running 75 miles an hour. So, um, like I said, this 1088 engine likes to fly itself, so it makes it hard for you even to keep your speed together because this engine just wants to pull. I mean, you touch it, you just touch the throttle, and it wants to go. Um, and I'm running the inverted Club Sport pedal set from Fanatec as well. Um, it's got the floor mounted gas pedal, and then it's got the inverted clutch and brake. Um, of course, both of those are you can adjust the pressure and the sensitivity of those. I haven't really played with any of that stuff yet. I kind of just ride everything stock until I really get everything set up the way I want it, and then I'll start to tweak because I know I won't be moving things around. Like I said, there's stuff that I'm going to be adding to my setup, so I don't really want to get to tweaking and setting stuff where I'm still gonna have to change it, right? So as more things come in, I kind of want to wait to tweak it. Like I got um, some signal stalks coming in. So I'm not using my Stream Deck anymore to use turn signals and things like that. And so that makes it not so much having to take my eyes off the road to remember where those are, because those will naturally just be where your turn signals will be. So that'll make it easier. And so when I'm not looking away so much to do certain things, it'll make it a lot easier. Like I should just be able to reach over here and find those things to lift those axles. Like I can reach there and know exactly where to lift those axles, um, and things like that. So again, like I said, as start to add in those things. I don't want to make any tweaks, and I'm still adding things. So I am waiting for those last couple of things to come in, um, before I start to make any tweaks. But like just like that, we've already down about 16 miles. I mean, we've been moving pretty good, even though this was a short run. For that short run, we have been moving pretty good. Um, Probably shouldn't be just in the right lane the entire time, but it looks like we're coming up on traffic, so I don't think I'm gonna get over it yet unless I'm getting off the highway, which it looks like I am. So I am going to take it easy and get behind this van here. It doesn't seem like it wants to.
Stay right, then exit right.
Would you look at there? Another road service issue. Aren't those
Exit
fun?
right.
So I'm gonna get off here.
Get ready to turn right.
Y'all probably like you cut that car off. I definitely
Turn
did.
left.
I didn't hit him, but I definitely cut him off. I wanted him to know that I wasn't going to stop. So I appreciate him being a good sport. So make this turn here. Um, and I think we're delivering to, like, we
Get
were
ready
picking
to
up some
turn right.
TVs, so it looks like we're delivering these TVs to Walmart. Um,
Turn right.
I know a couple of boosters, so pretty sure if I had stopped for a rest, they definitely know exactly where they need to come pick these TVs up from. Be selling them on the black market.
It's all over now.
All right, so let's see what we've got here. We made our destination.